Configuring the Android emulator is easy with the AVD wizard in Android Studio. It offers default settings for optimal emulator performance. If you want to double-check your AVDs are configured correctly, and your machine can run them with full hardware acceleration, follow these few steps. First of all, check that your CPU supports the required virtualization extensions. On Windows and Mac, only Intel VTX is supported, and the necessary virtualization software from Intel is available through the SDK Manager inside Android Studio. On some machines, VTX is disabled by default. In that case, please refer to your motherboard or laptop manual on how to enable it. If you're using Linux, both the Intel VTX and AMD virtualization technologies are supported through KVM. In our documentation pages, linked below, we provide information on how to check if KVM is installed in your system. Now that we have the most difficult part out of the way, let's go through the AVD creation process. On the first screen, select the device skin that you'd like to use for development. If you don't have a high-end GPU, you might benefit from choosing a device with a lower resolution. You can always change the size later by editing the AVD. Next, choose the system image. There are 3 important guidelines for this step. Choose one of the more recent releases with a higher API level number, as those contain the newest fixes and optimizations. Make sure you're selecting an x86 image and also one marked as having Google APIs, which means you'll be able to test apps that make use of Google Play services or integrate with some core apps, such as Google Maps. On the last step, you can select from different graphics acceleration modes, but leaving it on auto should detect your GPU capabilities and select the best mode to run. If you're having problems, it's best to always make sure that your graphics drivers are up to date. You can read more about the various GPU settings in our documentation, also linked in the description. If you encounter any bugs when running the emulator, please read the Android Studio bug finding process and report them using the issue tracker. Thanks for watching, and if you want to learn more about Android Studio and Android development, click on one of the videos here.